Manifestation becomes literally effortless when you know your worth. When you basically and simply know you deserve it, and this is something that's meant for you because you are good enough, because you love yourself, and because you know that everything what's the best in this beautiful world is meant for you, this is exactly what you're gonna get. It's the same with your mindset for success or failure. If you're gonna set your mind that something is extremely difficult, it's gonna be struggle, it's gonna be so hard, or almost you're gonna like fail so many times before achieving it, you're gonna exactly get what you are saying. If you're gonna set your mind for success and brainwash yourself that everything is possible, it's gonna be easy and smooth for you, and things just simply are working out for you always the best possible way, this is exactly what you're gonna get as well. Because guess what? Your thoughts create your reality. Whatever you believe is right. So you better control your thoughts. You better think and feel every single day the way that you want to manifest into your reality. Hello, it is Marta. Welcome you guys back to my YouTube channel, my podcast. If you're new here, make sure to go and subscribe because we yap here every single week all about manifestation, confidence, and building this dream life that you have on your vision board because you deserve it and I know it's possible and I've been there, I've been changing my life, complete rebranding all over again so many times. Today I'm welcoming you from sunny and a little bit windy Miami, Florida. So I'm extremely excited to yap with you guys and just share with you that you have this full potential there. It is not in terms of like some people just have it easier or they have some more opportunities just because they are privileged. They might be. Of course, we all have different circumstances. But the faster you're gonna quit this victim mode, the faster you're gonna take your life into your own hands and understand that first of all, you have impact on how your life looks like. And secondly, that you are worthy of everything you desire, those things just gonna start unfolding perfectly for you. And trust me, your life gonna become like a one big massive blessing. Your dreams gonna start chasing you. Those jobs that you wanted, recruiters gonna find you in your own DM. Like they gonna be one approaching you. Your dream clients, building your business, going viral, the relationship you crave. When you love yourself to the extent that you know everything is possible, when you love yourself to the extent that you know you deserve it just for being you, it's not even in terms of deserving because you are doing things. For example, I so don't like when people say, well-deserved holidays, you worked so hard. If you didn't work hard, if you just worked normally, you wouldn't deserve holidays? You always deserve rest. You deserve rest just because you are you. Just because you're human, you need to work, you need to be productive, and at the same time you need to rest. You have to start building this mindset that you are worthy not only of rest, but all of these blessings, all of those manifestations, all of those beautiful things, relationships, opportunities, career, whatever it is that you're dreaming about, just because you're you. If you're gonna start setting those conditions, you almost never gonna get there because guess what? There is always something to improve. There is always something to get better. Quitting victim mode doesn't equal making everything harder for yourself. Quitting victim mode and taking your life into your hands is actually the first step to change something. Because you are not able to change your reality if you're gonna always make excuses. If you always gonna blame others for where you are, for how your career looks like, how your situation looks like with living, and you're gonna blame economy or your employer or whatever it is, it will never happen that you're gonna be in the place where you want to be. And you can trust me on this one because I tried, guys. I was blaming in the past till such a crazy extreme everything that I just became completely miserable and unhappy and I just didn't know how to move forward at all. I felt more stuck than ever because I decided it's everyone else's fault but mine. You guys, it's not even about fault. It's not even about it's your fault where you are right now in life. But it's not about fault at all. The thing is responsibility, taking responsibility for your life and how you can move forward from this current situation doesn't have to do much with fault. It's just you are the operant power of your own reality. This is your life. You need to sit in this driver's seat of your life and just drive this car the direction you want. And you are the one who gonna always choose this direction. And it might seem like you were just like living on this autopilot and following what everyone else told you to do, or like society, and like you didn't feel like you had control over your life. But just like that, every second of your life, it's a new opportunity to decide, to simply decide that you gonna be finally CEO of your own life, that you gonna be main character. Imagine your life like a movie. Imagine all of your life is a movie and people are watching. What would audience scream to your character right now? What they would tell you to do? Quit this job? Send this risky DM? Set boundaries? What would they tell you? Pack everything and move abroad? Ask yourself those questions. Start living your life like a literal movie, in the way of romanticizing your life, but also making decisions. Because change starts with decision, and not making any decision, it's a decision itself. So if you're not changing anything, you're basically choosing it. You're choosing your dissatisfaction. You're choosing your current situation. You are choosing to stay exactly where you are, even if you're stuck. And I know how it feels when you are stuck. It seems like the clarity should come. And clarity will come because you're gonna wait a little bit longer. Clarity does never come from waiting. I'm sorry to break it down for you, but clarity just never comes from waiting. Clarity always comes from doing, from taking actions, from being brave and being like, I just gonna take this next step and let's see what happens. It's like if you even think about your career as an example, if you wouldn't try many different jobs, if you didn't try recording yourself or making this kind of content or starting certain business or different corporate jobs or any other kind of jobs, you wouldn't know what you like. You wouldn't know what works for you. So how would you expect that this clarity would come before you're gonna start taking actions? Clarity always comes from doing things. But you guys, the most beautiful things about this inner power is that you have to realize that you are a power of your own reality. And you can change those things, and you do have impact. And it takes this one decision, that this is the time when you finally gonna start living life aligned with your vision, aligned with who you are, that you're gonna stop waiting for someone else to rescue you, and you're gonna start making conscious effort and decisions in order to change everything. And if all of those actions gonna be finally followed by this self-belief, when you finally gonna realize like you just love yourself, you just know you're worthy, it's gonna be 10 times easier, because you no longer have dilemma of like, okay, I'm gonna take action, and then like you're gonna beat yourself up in your own head. Start being a good parent for yourself. Like, just heal all of this past. It's only society that brainwashed you that you are not worthy, you're not good enough, and you can keep telling yourself that it's just because your nature, the way it's your character, it's maybe because you're introvert or you just are not this confident person. This is BS, okay? When you were born, do you think any little baby, when they get born, they think about it this way? Like, oh, maybe I'm not that worthy. Maybe I'm just not that confident person. No, they get born. First of all, they are not thinking as we are with this kind of consciousness at all. But secondly, yes, they know they are worthy of love. That's natural. Confidence and abundance, this is natural stage. That's why you have to go for all of your dreams. That's why you shouldn't settle for less. That's why you shouldn't think like, oh, but I'm not meant to follow all of my purpose. I'm just not this kind of person. You are this kind of person. You know why? You know what's the biggest proof that you are this kind of person? Having even think about it. If you have those thoughts, if you're even asking yourself this question, if you even bother 1 minute from your life of thinking like if you are this person, if you're not, if you are just lacking confidence and it's natural and it's normal, this is already telling you something. Because you wouldn't even have those thoughts if it wouldn't matter. If it wouldn't be meant for you, you wouldn't have those dreams either. And dreams always come back as a boomerang. If it's your calling, it's gonna keep calling you. And you might try to not answer and like delay those dreams, but haven't you ever realized that all of those dreams will always come back to you all over and over and over again? Because this is your purpose. What's more, using the word responsibility again, this is your responsibility to make all of your dreams come true. Yes, it is. God, universe, divine, however you define it and call it, put those dreams in your heart for the reason. They put those dreams in your heart because it is something beautiful and meaningful you can bring to your community, to the society, to the world. And it's not always this same one goal of like being extremely famous or having, I don't know, high viral social media. But even if you make this little impact in your community, or even take a step further, even if you think about making effort and helping, let's say, just one person, whoever it is, you know them, you don't know them, but you're gonna help this one person by whatever your mission and your purpose in life is. Isn't it already good enough to do everything you want to do? Isn't it already enough to build this confidence and realize that you are meant to love yourself and you are meant to support not only yourself but this one person who is waiting somewhere out there for your message? When you're worthy, when you feel finally worthy, when you love yourself, when you build from this confidence rather than brainwashing yourself that you are just not this confident person, it is so easy to manifest anything and everything you want because it becomes natural. It's like with abundance. Look at nature. Nature and flowers, they are supposed to bloom. And so are you. It's not in terms of like, you are not just this kind of person. You are this kind of person. And whatever you want can become your reality, can become your dream life if you only dare to first of all dream big and face those dreams and not be like hide yourself and shy away from your own desires, but face them and be like, what do you really want? What really is your dream? What really is important for you? And then from there, just build this self-worth, just build this confidence and realize that you have all it takes to be there. And confidence can be built. We are born in confidence, besides what everyone is telling us. But also, if you already had this confidence once in your life, even without remembering it, this is your sign you can rebuild it once again. By the way you speak to yourself, by the way you treat yourself, by the way you keep your own promises. But you can't control your first thought, but you definitely can control your second thought. So whenever this little limiting belief creeps into you, you might not be able to control the first one, but you can always reframe it and see if it's actually helping you or if it's just this limiting beliefs that try to keep you safe, which means just try to keep you with something familiar to you, which is obviously your old life. Well, everything we are talking about is about becoming new life. You guys, it's been lovely as always catching up with you. I'm gonna head for my little hot girl walk on the beach today. I'm so excited. Please remember to subscribe, follow for IG, TikTok, everywhere, which is hello, it is Marta. See you in the next one. Bye.